Hi and fa la la, friends of We're Just Two Sisters. I would like to take you on a little journey walkthrough with the jolliest elf himself. I call this little journal Santa and His Gnomies, and it is just absolutely adorable. I have a soft spot in my heart for little elves and gnomes, and certainly Santa is one of the jolliest of them all. So this is actually made from a book, an old book that I found in a thrift store that I took the insides out and used it because I loved the shape, I loved the size of it, and it was just so darn cute that I really wanted to use it as as this cover for this very special little book. It actually measures 6 inches by about 4.5 inches. And it is just packed full of virtually everything that I love to make. So I'd like to take you through it. The cover of it, as I said, it's a hardcover book. It has this lovely little Christmas ribbon, has lots of whimsical things that hang over the sides, and just has so much to offer. The spine on this one is sewn all the way through, and I've added a couple of festive little red buttons there. The back of it has also a similar illustration to the front. The back's illustration or wording says elf with a dictionary description, and the front is candy cane. But let's take the ribbon off and we can see it actually a little bit better. So here is the cover. The cover has a fabric covered pocket which holds 2 little pieces. One is this little tag that I just loved, the whimsicality of the butterfly and the dragonfly, and kind of adds that special kind of fairy elfish touch to the journal. And here is just the cutest little gnome dude ever. And you will see that the journal kind of features his family and friends. So I'll show you that as we go in. The background here is a really cool elf craft paper. Has some pretty little snowflakes here. And this one says candy cane. And again, there are buttons on the side that are attached to the sewn-in signature. We'll go ahead and take a look inside. I may have to zoom out just a tiny bit. Hopefully that still keeps us in focus. Yeah. So the inside cover has a pocket here with the little elves and the gnomes and the coffee cups. And the background here is also gnomes with this another relative of the guy on the front. Lots of journaling space on the back of these little cards. There is material that holds the signature in. Signature is glued and sewn, so it's very sturdy. This little pocket here, or belly band, contains this fun little card. The elf himself, St. Nicholas. And again, journaling space on the back. Slides down into this belly band. Oops. There we go. And it has this cute little homemade button with, makes kind of a ribbon tag here. This book is filled with lots of writing space or additional pages to decorate. I've used lots of different kinds of paper. Here's a ho-ho paper, and this is a cute little page that has a number 12 pocket with this that I just thought was so adorable. Happy Hallow Thanksmas. Doesn't that just kind of sum it up? The little elf is Santa, and Thanksgiving and Christmas, Halloween, just all kinds of different Happy Hallow Thanksmas. And it has these little cute little embellishments. I've had a lot of fun making this little envelope. I sewed around the edges. It has a little tag in it that says warmest wishes, happy holidays to and from. You can put whatever you would like in that little pocket, but I really liked this little velvet ribbon that kind of hangs over the edge. And then I made this little collage. I just thought it was so cute. There was a some hands giving a gift of these wonderful shoes. And so I put Santa's face on the top of it. May all your Christmas wishes come true. And the little envelope is sewn around the edges and attached to the page. Again, lots of space for additional embellishment or writing. Here's a slit pocket that has 3 more of those family members. There's the little guy with his coffee cup. And here's probably Uncle Elfish. And here's the guy with the lantern. And these can just slide down into these little spaces wherever you'd like to put them. I like to see their little eyes poking over the top. And it's okay if it kind of hangs over the edge a little bit. Kind of gives it a little more dimension when it's closed. Again, lots of writing space. Here's a nice little pocket that contains this little folder, very cutely decorated inside. It has a little writing tablet that has quite a few pages of writing paper. And on the back, it has a little pocket, and the little pocket has a little card that says joy, a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. And I hope that everyone finds joy every day in something. I know I do. And then more pages here. Here's a pretty little blue snowflake page. Here's a page with a pocket on the side with this, "It is to laugh," with that little elf. It's an unclaimed freight tag that I just decorated with that little elf. Here's a page that I thought came out really cute. It's an upside down Santa hat that I actually made into a little pocket. And here's this little guy, probably the hippie of the family, with his little leaves and flowers in his hair. And he just can go down into that little hat pocket. I've scalloped a lot of the edges of these papers. I did not put ribbons or lace on the sides of these, but I thought it was really cool to have a little bit of texture on the side here that kind of made it a little whimsical. And as you can see, there's tons of pages that you can write on, and again, use your own imagination. This page has a little side pocket that has this layaway tag. Layaway tag has the little elf sleeping underneath the tree. Little does he know that there is a big, large kitty cat up there. So this is a really great belly band. It has the little clip here on the top that comes off. And again, you know, you can place this anywhere you want. I love how whimsical it is, and it kind of can hang over the edge wherever you would like it to. But this comes off the belly band. This guy here just kind of unwraps like most of the clasps of that kind. And it is a fairly large folio. So on the front it says Merry Christmas, and it has some typewriters. And when you open it up, it becomes this really cool flipping folio. You can kind of see the whole layout there. On the top is a belly band that has this very vintage little illustration of Santa and the reindeer in a rocket ship. It kind of reminds me of my childhood when they had us convinced that by the time we grew up, our life would be like George Jetson and his family, and that kind of didn't happen, which I'm kind of glad of. In the middle, there's a little tablet folio that says Jolly Old St. Nicholas with some really cool vintage fabric, and a little sideways tablet. And on the bottom is a pocket that has this cute little elf girl and this guy, and a little ticket, admit one to some kind of a Christmas gala, I would assume. But this just closes like so, and this closes like so. And on the back of this, there's, again, the really pretty illustrations of Santa and the typewriters. And this just basically wraps around twice and then comes around here and then just flips over like that. And this can go into the belly band. Got to kind of tuck that under. And then, of course, your little clip holds this on. It's a tiny bit heavy, so I thought the clip would be nice to just kind of securely hold it in place. And as we go forward, again, lots of cool pages. It's kind of tough because some people really like massive embellishments, like every page embellished, and some people would like fewer. So I try to make a variety of different types of journals, some with tons of embellishments and some with not so much. This little belly band elf guy here has this tiny cute little folio, again with the tie closure there. You just unwrap the closure and open it up, and it's simply just a little tablet sewn together on the side, stapled with the little elf there. And you just wrap this around however you would like to, and then tuck this in, and this just goes into here and creates just a fun little tiny little teeny tiny tablet. I like this page a lot. So this on this side has Santa's reminders, little tablet here. On this page it has Christmas tree with an illustration stamp there of Santa, some very vintage little Santas on that page. And then Carol, an old round dance with singing or a popular song or ballad of joy, religious joy. And this has a little space inside that you can write on. Very vintage looking and very fun little page. Hope the pages also give you a little bit of inspiration for if you want to decorate some additional pages. This is just a little side pocket here with the little gnome on it. And inside it has this beautiful little to and from tag. It's Paperous, which I love their products. And this can just go in there like that and kind of hang over the edge. Sorry, it was a little slippage there. There's also some small little pages in here that are fun for adding embellishments to or writing a special note. This is a cool little corner pocket that I made out of a napkin and just sewed around the edges, kind of distressed it a little bit. Sewed all the different plies together so that it would be nice and sturdy. And I just love how it feels. It feels like cloth, and napkins are really cool like that to make corner pockets or any kind of pockets. And then I tucked in this holiday open house. It's a little invitation. And this is the back page. The back page has this really pretty framed photo of Santa. I guess it's an illustration, not a photo. And then it has this little tag that's candy canes, 5 cents, made fresh daily with the little gnomes on the back. And then I've also in this one included a writing board. And just to kind of illustrate how this works, it's made out of chipboard, and so it's super sturdy. And what you do with this is you basically put it underneath a page that you want to write on. And then you have a very flat surface that you can use to write. That way you're not trying to write on top of bumpy pages and so forth. And it just makes it so much easier to write on your pages by having that hard and flat and smooth surface. So I oftentimes include the little writing boards with the journals. I'll be honest, sometimes I forget, but I try to. And you know, if you have a piece of chipboard, peachy folders are great. Not peachy folders, but the peachy journals that you use for school, you know, the black and white ones. The chipboard that's used for their covers is awesome to make these. So any kind of, you know, sturdy, hard material that's not too thick would work great. And the other awesome thing is that you can just keep them in your journal like so, and they close up really nicely. On the very back cover of this, the inside cover, there's a little mistletoe definition. And on the back of the journal itself, there's a little description of an elf with a side pocket similar to the front, 2 more of the little Santa's Gnomies on the same background that just kind of go in there like that. So I hope you've enjoyed this little walkthrough. I know I had just a ton of fun making this little elf journal. Like I said, I kind of have a fondness for elves and fairies and those kinds of folk. And so I enjoy and appreciate the Santa and his Gnomies, Santa being a gnome himself, although not everyone thinks that. But this is available in the Etsy shop, and that's www.we'rejusttwosisters.etsy.com. That's We're Just Two Sisters with the number 2. There's quite a few Christmas items in there now, but I will say, and gratefully so, that they are going very fast. So about as quick as I get them posted, they are sold. And I just want to say that if you're a customer of our Etsy store, we so appreciate you. You have no idea what your business means to us. And if you like our YouTube channel and our Etsy store, give us a like. It does help. So I hope you're having a wonderful, jolly holiday, and I will see you soon.